Thanks for staying with us. 100 years ago, soybeans were planted in Arkansas for the very first time. And joining us live in studio today is Hannah Phillips. Welcome.
Hey, thank you guys so much for having me today.
So glad you're here.
Yeah, so you help represent the Arkansas Soybean Promotion Board. So tell us about how they're celebrating this anniversary.
Yes, so actually every November, the governor at the time proclaims November as Arkansas Soybean Month because soybeans, believe it or not, are Arkansas's top row crop. So above rice, corn, wheat, sorghum combined.
And we're so popular for rice.
I thought rice was at the top.
Yeah.
So rice is the top. So Arkansas is the top rice producing state in the nation.
Okay.
But within Arkansas, we produce more soybeans than rice.
Wow.
So a lot of people don't know that, but that's part of the reason why we have Arkansas Soybean Month, to really show that appreciation for the hard work and dedication of our farmers that do that.
Oh my goodness. And so I've done several stories, and Brooke has too, probably, of farming and all the work that goes into farming. So tell us, what are some of the recent challenges when it comes to soybean farming and things that you're hearing from some of our farmers?
Of course, this year we've heard a lot. There's been a lot of challenges, but like I said, it's the 100 years of soybeans, and what stays constant throughout those 100 years, and now despite any of these challenges, is the hard work, the grit, and determination of the farmers within our state that are honestly contributing so much to our state's economy. And because agriculture is Arkansas's leading industry, and every year soybeans produce, I think, about $2 billion.
Billion?
Yes.
Wow.
And they plant 3 million acres each year. So all of that is going into Arkansas's economy.
How is the board helping with these challenges right now?
So the Arkansas Soybean Promotion Board is a checkoff funded board. So essentially what that means, after harvest each year, part of those earnings are earmarked to go to the Arkansas Soybean Promotion Board and also the United Soybean Board. Okay. And these two organizations, they promote research, promotion, and education. Those are the three pillars. And so all of that is to essentially drive market access and market demand. So we're trying to make soybeans marketable so people see that and want to engage.
Yeah, and I think, honestly, a lot of people might not understand exactly, what the soybean does and
why it's so important.
Yeah, so tell us about all the items that are affected when it comes to soybean production.
So soybeans are very versatile. So it's actually coined the miracle bean, and that's why our website is themiraclebean.com.
Cute.
There's so many uses. So there's consumer uses, of course, the food. But if you go on an airplane, the seat you're sitting in, there's a good chance soybeans are made in that.
For the airplane seat?
Yes.
Stop it.
I kid you not.
The airplane seat.
Yes. And then if you go to a football field, that turf, soybeans. Maybe go look at your shoes. Soybeans are in that. Many different things, if you will.
Oh my gosh.
Oh goodness. I would have never thought that.
No,
I thought you just eat them.
Yeah. So that's part of the reason what the board does is that education to show the versatility of the crop.
Oh my goodness.
You are doing good work. You just educated both of us.
Yeah, we're not going to fake it. We are not farming girls out here.
And that's okay.
But I think most people, if you explain it to them like that, saying the seat you sit on for your airplane ticket, and that is important
and
stuff.
even tires can have
tires,
soybean in that
everyday items.
Yeah,
man.
So what all is involved with the celebration surrounding this soybean anniversary? Like, what do you guys have in store?
So for our quote-unquote soytennial year, we actually have a museum going around. So it started out at the Arkansas Plantation Museum in Scott, Arkansas, and then now it's actually in the Grand Prairie Museum in Stuttgart, which is where the first soybeans in Arkansas were actually planted by a man named Jacob Hart Sr., whose family is still in the soybean farming community within Stuttgart. So it's still continuing to show that legacy there. And then if you don't get a chance to see that, there's a good chance that it's going to be at the Arkansas State Capitol next year about this time.
Wow, good stuff.
Good
so
info.
last question for you, and very quickly, where can people go if they're saying, I sort of want to get involved? You see, I tried to make it work. I tried to make it work.
It was close.
Sort of want to get involved. How do they get involved?
Yeah, so you can go to themiraclebean.com to check out our website. We have different recipes. Thanksgiving's coming up. Find something there. And you can find more about the Arkansas soybean industry there, and then our Facebook, Instagram, and X.
Okay.
Awesome.
Sounds like good stuff there. Well, you definitely educated Brooke and I, and we are
mind blown.
Yeah, looking forward to learning more about soybeans. So
Thank you guys so much for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here, Hannah.
This is a joy. So thank you so much.